We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. Here to watch. CTC is here to watch. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. Here to watch. We see you through the chaos and the fall. We are here to watch every twist, every turn, every laugh we discern. We stay right here, ever to learn. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. Here to watch CTC is here to watch. We are here to watch through the madness, through the night. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. Smiling bright. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle.
Oh boy. I love this show. Daniel, are you?
Is that your new catchphrase?
I love it here. I love this show. I love the Clowntown Chronicle. Do you love the Clowntown Chronicle, Daniel?
Oh, I love it. I love it just like I love it here.
Yes, it's hard to stay mad when you have an opener like that, you know?
It's really one of my favorites. I do like the B-roll of like just Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Of, like back in like the 80s, 90s.
Oh,
It just reminds me of a better time.
Yes, a better, safer, happier Milwaukee where everybody was still drunk, but at least they weren't mad about it, you know?
Yep, everybody was still drunk, and then government was taking away the rights to drink and drive.
Some things we've just got to improve, Daniel. Someday in the future, we'll make it legal again, and once again, we will live free in the United States of America.
Yeah, I can see the slogan now: "Make drinking and driving great again."
Listen, the meme goes that societies built by alcohol are the best societies.
You know what? Fair. It just amazes me that anything was built with the amount of alcohol people were consuming on the job. I'm surprised, like nothing. It makes sense though, because my house is not even squared. Learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, don't do home improvement stuff. It's not fun on an older home.
Well, you were dealing with a flood, and then a fence blew over, and it's just been like hell on earth for you with your home improvements.
So the last what was it, a couple weeks ago that we had that supercell storm go through.
Mm-hmm.
So I had fixed the crack in my foundation. It was fixed before all of that. And we had a whole week. It was like nonstop rain and pouring. Nothing happened. That last night on that Friday, I got some water in. It took the whole week for that wall to finally fail. So like the hydraulic cement that I used, it just ended up chipping. So it didn't set right. So it chipped away from that water, just kind of finally beating it up. And now I resealed it. I also put Flex Seal over it just to give it a rubberized coating to protect it.
Flex
So now it isn't leaking. Yeah, this stuff's actually pretty good.
Is it as
Works
good as
great.
the weird guy in the ads makes it look?
I would agree. Yeah.
Wow.
So it worked out pretty good. So it's all kind of coming back together. The wall's back up. Everything's been painted. I just got to finish up with the trim at the bottom and do the trim around the window, and then it's done. But boy, oh boy, has it been nuts around here because we're doing the cuts for the wood paneling we're putting back up on it. And the whole time my dad and I are getting frustrated because like the top would just kind of fit, but ever since the bottom was just not squared right, it would shift everything. And he was like, I took account for it. He goes, but your basement is just not squared at completely at all. He goes, so we're gonna have to kind of just patch this to make it look okay. So I'm like, well, what do you expect, man? I go, this was built in the 1950s, 1960. I go, I don't even know how it was built because around that time, guys were drinking on the job. And my dad goes to me, he goes, you know what, you're right. He goes, actually, because I remember going around as a kid to these job sites and collecting beer cans.
Yeah.
And, turning them in for money. He goes, yeah, he goes, it makes sense. He goes, nothing was built at all right.
Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built during heavy bouts of alcohol abuse, apparently.
Yeah, built within like months and months of wine, binging on wine drinking and just having a blast and guys falling off.
Yeah.
Some of the pillars, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, actually, so we've been teasing it for a while. This that we're actually gonna eat some slop on the air again. Like, what was the last thing we did? It was the dirty Mountain Dew.
The last thing we had was the dirty Mountain Dew, and what was I think there was one other thing, but maybe not. It's been a while, but I know the dirty Mountain Dew was just recently.
Yeah, well, I found something at Aldi, something very special, and to tease it, I actually have a clip, right here. This is a screaming Oreo. This man melts his Oreo with a solar death ray. And I felt like that might be appropriate for what we're about to consume here.
Some have claimed that an Oreo would be impervious to the solar death ray. Yeah, we'll see. As soon as I aimed the funneled sunlight at the Oreo, it burst into flames. The giant lens of the solar death ray refracts sunlight down to a tight, hot, and very bright.
It screamed. Did you hear it?
Oh my God, that's the scream of the hells right there.
I mean, they used to make Oreos out of like what? Flour, sugar, little chocolate, little cocoa powder, and now it's made with all the demonic slop that some food scientist came up with while he was drunk on the job. And now our Oreos scream like demons when you melt them with your solar death ray.
Right down to a tight, hot, and very bright.
I wish there was a way to get just a solid like soundbite of the screaming Oreo, just that audio without him talking over it.
Bright focal point in the dark.
Yeah, he is talking a little too much to put it on the soundboard.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Well, anyway, this is what happens when you roast an Oreo with your death ray. The product that we're going to be trying today is the Firecracker Pop Oreo. It is a limited edition. Here's the bag.
Limited edition, and oh boy, is it not doing well with the 4 reviews it's got.
Oh no! What are people saying?
It's been review bombed.
Oh no!
Oh, it looks appetizing.
I had just bought a new pack of these from my local Walmart and was very excited to have a sweet, fruity, crackling cookie, but was met with disappointment when there was not a single crackle nor pop. Wrong product. The flavor was good and great for summer, but yet I am still disappointed. What was he expecting?
He was expecting like the Snap Crackle Pop cereal.
Okay, wait. So hang on a second. The Oreo Firecracker Pop Sandwich Cookies are a delightful combination of flavors from a nostalgic American ice pop and Milk's favorite sandwich cookie. These limited edition Oreo cookies feature tasty blue raspberry, lemon, and cherry flavored layers of cream between vanilla sandwich cookies for a wonderful summertime treat. These colorful certified kosher cookies are great for sharing, enjoying with a glass of milk, or serving at your Independence Day party, picnic, or barbecue. Where does it say it's going to snap, crackle, pop? Did I miss something?
I don't know where that guy got it from either.
What a nut. Let's see here. Oreo sandwich cookies also make great on-the-go snacks, lunchbox snacks, and office snacks. Office snack. Can you imagine bringing this to the well, I guess I could. I guess I totally could. Hey guys, it's summer. How about some corn syrup? Let's see.
The more you look at this product, it looks great, but then I look over to the right and see the crazy advertisement for all the other ones that they're producing.
Well,
and we got a lot to go through. The Doom cookies.
The Marvel stuff of doom. A twist of power. Man, that is some slop. Gee
That is
whiz.
some true slop. Oh my god.
Well, these have better reviews. I bet people are writing like, I felt so evil eating this. Not color changing. Where does it say it's going to change color?
Yeah, where are people coming up with this? I'm actually kind of curious.
Look, this guy posted a selfie with the Oreo in his
they're-
shed.
This is your perfect like you know just the thumbnail for the show.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Who are these people? Oh, he put his whole face on here.
Oh, rip.
Oh.
These are
Okay.
great.
Okay, enough
You know what?
screwing around.
I gotta go on to the Oreo website and just skim through the reviews because I bet it's a good laugh.
All right, I'm opening these up.
All right.
Here's the. Oh my God! It smells like a. What?
I'm laughing because I'm looking at the package you gave me and it's been like manhandled. Like you didn't even rip it properly.
No, I know. We had to split it. I only wanted to buy one. Okay, so we had to split it.
It's like you opened it, but the whole right half of the package is like ripped. Like just take your bare hands and just rip it completely.
Listen, we need
Wasn't
to.
giving you the cookie fast enough.
Okay, listen, it says the resealable pack with easy pull tabs helps keep these golden Oreo sweet treats fresh. Easy pull, huh? I think
Easy pull. It looks like you just ripped it completely.
I pulled it a little too hard. I mean,
You definitely, pulled it with the power of the Hulk right there.
all right. Yeah, it smells like something. Like a Tootsie Pop almost. Like it's a very fruity smell. That's kind of shocking to me.
I agree. Actually, it does have like the very fruity smell. Like it advertises that it's supposed to be cherry, blue raspberry and lemon.
Yeah. Blue raspberry, lemon, and cherry. So that's kind of surprising. All right. So
I will say, not a fan of how they layered it because it just looks like Play-Doh in between.
it does. It does. Can we get a close up? Can we get a close up of this cookie? I guess this is the closest we can get right here. It kind of looks like that. So
It looks like Play-Doh. It just looks like Play-Doh in between these two crackers.
So how are we going to do this? Are you the type who like splits the Oreo and licks the cream like a savage, or how do you want to do this?
I usually split the Oreo and then just take a bite of it, but I'll eat it whole because we got to do it in one whole bite just to kind of get all the flavoring.
I feel like we got to do it. We got to do it all at once. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
It's very lemony.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I can taste a lot of lemon though.
Yeah.
It's almost like a lemon cookie. And then now everything I can taste everything else. But man, the first bite was lemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really went. You know what the problem? Excuse me. The problem with this is it looks like toothpaste.
Yep.
Doesn't it kind of look like toothpaste? Is that just me?
I agree.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like toothpaste.
What do you think? Do you like it?
I don't mind it. I think it's not bad.
Yeah. You know, I'm wondering though, like, while I enjoy this one, I have to wonder about the stuff of doom. You know, which of these slop cookies is better? Now, according to the reviews, this is better, but I don't know if it's, 3 whole stars better or 2 stars or whatever it is.
I guess what's the flavor of it? Because I'm assuming it's got to have a different flavor. Else it's just a normal Oreo cookie with Marvel marketing all over it.
Toasted marshmallow flavor and color changing cream. Okay, so I guess it did say that. It did say that it changes color. You have to lick it to unleash a twist of power. Oh, dare I scroll down and see if anyone licked it and took a picture?
Now I really hope so, because that'd be really amazing to see.
I think those are the only pictures. It's these dorks. Oh no! See, someone did lick it. Did not change colors. They licked it and put a picture up. I mean, who are these people who go on the Oreo website and write reviews? I mean, we're losers who go read reviews, but we don't write them. You think? I don't know if I'd put the solar death ray on this cookie. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
A tight, hot, and very bright.
Sorry, I had to hear the scream one more time.
Screech. The screech of the cookie.
Now, we do have... Sorry?
I was going to say, some say that that is the sound of hell itself reaching out.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I am excited to try the freeze-dried pizza as promised, because we have that too, of course. But it's going to have to be... That's a 3-man job. We're going to need Adam here to do that one. And I did send him the call link. So if he feels like getting in here when he's done working his wagey job to try the pizza, we will interrupt the show to try the freeze-dried pizza. Just saying. But in the meantime, I was assaulted, I say, by a clip of what it would look like if you took over City 17. Have you seen this?
Oh my God, no, I have not.
This is an Italian joke.
Instantly knew the face that's up on the screen over there. I'm like, oh God.
Is that a close relative or something?
Oh, definitely. If I hear the voice, then I know for sure who it is.
Welcome to Shitty Gabagoo. You've chosen or been told to eat gabagool at one of our finest remaining establishments in New Jersey. I thought so much of Shitty Gabagool, I've set my whole operation here. You're going to enjoy deadly meats from Century House and the Who, Sector Better Bin. I've been proud to call Shitty Gabagool my home. So whether you're here to stay or whatever the fuck you're doing, welcome to Shitty Gabagool.
If you're wondering, that is supposed to be Tony Soprano from The Sopranos.
Shitty Gabagool.
Yep.
Oh, man. I couldn't resist, of course. I couldn't resist.
Oh,
We've got some interesting things coming up. Do you remember? I don't remember if you were here for this one. I can barely remember because I'm the only one who ever shows up every time because it's my job. And you guys are just tourists. No, I'm just kidding. Do you remember the the Men for Kamala ad?
Yeah. God, wow, that's a throwback. Oh my God. If I remember, it's like a bunch of guys, almost like I think some cowboys, like clothing guys, like with trucks and doing stuff that's supposed to be manly.
Yeah. They're like lifting weights and they sit on trucks and they eat barbecue and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so somebody made a spoof of that because they're trying it again, right? So they got this guy Tallarico running down in Texas, and it's really driving Tom crazy because he's from Texas and his poor state has suffered intensely. Tallarico he's been on Joe Rogan, he's been on a few other famous mainstream media things, and he was recently photographed in his Texas flag shirt eating a giant piece of barbecue because apparently that's what makes a man. Unfortunately, Tallarico is one of the most, how do I say this delicately? That is not a straight man. I'm just telling you, Tallarico, that is not a straight man. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you even like the guy, but look at him and be honest with yourself. That's not a straight man. So anyway, I found this and it reminded me of the Men for Kamala thing because it is just this failure to understand like what it is to be like cool, maybe perhaps masculine at all. They seem to think it's guns, barbecue, American flag, boxers, or something like that. They fail to take into account that it's mostly just white Monster and Marlboros.
Yep, it's pretty much.
But here's the clip. I thought this was pretty funny.
Real man votes for Kamala Harris. A Kamala Harris voter takes care of his own yard. Can somebody... Hey, can somebody get this started for me? A man that votes for Kamala Harris knows exactly how to use a sawzall and screw things up or screw things in.
That would drive Adam crazy because that is not a sawzall.
That's not a saw. That's even I look. That's not a sawzall.
Find me a Trump supporter that enjoys nature more than a Kamala Harris voter. A vote for Kamala Harris is not a vote against your guns. We have guns too. Hey, do we need to redo that, you guys? Do we need to? Oh my God! We don't all own fancy cars. Us hill people for Harris don't need no chasers or shot glasses. We drink straight from the bottle. I hope you all know that, we really need you to get out and vote. And the men for Harris, we need to get out and vote and do the right thing. And only the real men are gonna not vote for Trump. They're gonna vote for vote for Kamala Harris.
Now, as bad as this looks at the end, they would do this. He's twerking, right?
Yeah, this is just in line for everything that's normal with that side.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, everyone likes twerking, right? So he's not even off with that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty real.
Yeah, so here are the posts that you see a lot, right? I'm a straight white dude. I'm a straight white dude, a veteran who grew up in a military family on farms in the Midwest, moved to Texas. They should have stopped you at the border and put you in the box. As a Midwesterner who moved to Texas for a while, they should have stopped me at the border and put me in the box. Texas should have closed the border to Yankees a long time ago. Just saying. Moved to Texas on a scholarship from the Army. I drive a truck, listen to country music, and love football. Ah, yes. All of the signs of being a secure heterosexual. I dare anybody to call me un-American, and I'm fully behind Tallarico. I bet you are. I bet you are, Ryan J. Higgins. Oh, he locked the post.
It's bad when people lock it because they don't want to get just roasted in the comments.
Like, is he joking? He says, I ate this for a meal once. I dare you to call me un-American. He had a Busch Light, an oversized steak, and a slice of frozen pizza.
This just looks like AI-generated food. Just because nothing adds up here.
I know. So here's the thing. It's hard to tell if this is real or not. But I see this so often, and I hear it so often as like, the thing that makes a man is driving a truck and listening to country and drinking shitty beer and, all that crap. It's like these are not measures of men. These are the accoutrement of a person trying to figure out what it is to be a man and doesn't know because they never will be. I'd rather live in shitty gabagool than live around these kinds of people. These posers.
I agree.
Oh, look, if you've never spent time here sweating in all kinds of uncomfortable places, you don't get to question if I'm patriotic. He went to the box. See, this is where they should have sent him. Oh, well. Yeah, so the country, is softening up a lot. I saw somebody posted in our Telegram the phrase toxic masculinity. And, of course, it was part of a joke. They weren't being serious about toxic masculinity. But I think they started really tamping down on men because they were having too much fun in the modern warfare lobbies.
God. Yeah, those were the days where you could say anything and nobody would really care.
Mm-hmm. They took a little peek in there and they said, oh, no, we can't have that. Men enjoying themselves and helping one another grow stronger and overcome aggression from other stupid men. No, we can't have that. We must simply prevent them from doing this and learning these lessons about their fellow man. And that's why they got rid of the word retard, which, the dreaded return of the R word. We have taken significant ground with bringing this one back, by the way. You don't have to agree with me. I know it's not a nice word, but that's what makes it so funny. That's why
I think it needs to make it return. It needs to come back.
Well, it came back. It came back because there was no other word for describing people who are willfully ignorant, consuming slop, and or falling for 2009 level propaganda in 2026. There's no other word. There's literally no other word that's strong enough to describe somebody who falls into this category. And yet, they're over here saying that this new show, Euphoria, is possibly supporting the return of the R word. I saw this, by the way, on Apple News, which I never read unless I'm extremely bored and looking for content. This is from the Huffington Post. If you've spent any amount of time online recently, you've probably noticed that one particularly ugly descriptor has been making an unfortunate comeback. The R word, a slur historically used against people with intellectual disabilities, has quietly re-entered mainstream speech after spending roughly a decade in cultural exile. Recently, there's been some online conversation about how the newest season of Euphoria has used the slur repeatedly, with the word appearing in 3 of the first 4 episodes. Some critics argue the show is normalizing the term for a younger audience, but in my opinion, the truth is more complicated. Euphoria didn't resurrect the R word, but is actually reflecting a broader cultural shift that has been happening for years. Some theorize the slur's return coincided with a wider backlash against the hyper-policed language culture of the early 2020s. After years of public callouts, many young people developed a resentment toward what they saw as performative political correctness. Around 2022, when the horrors of the pandemic felt like they were behind us, I remember hearing the first rumblings of the R word being used again. Locker, right now. Get this guy, what's his name? Ian Kumamoto. Hang on a second. Get in the locker. Get in the box. We should have lockers. You know how we keep defibrillators in every building now? We should have a locker right next to it that you can shove dorks like this right into. Be like, yeah, get in the retard box, dude.
Bringing back the make bullying great again.
Yeah. Its use has only spread since then. Figures such as Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Kid Rock, take of these examples what you will. Oh, I think they're all Trump voters. Yeah. The evil Trump voters have all casually used the word in public over the past several years, helping reintroduce it into the mainstream. But it's not a purely right-wing phenomenon. Even in deeply progressive spaces, including my own circles in liberal Brooklyn, I've noticed younger people, many of them left-leaning, slipping the word back into everyday lexicon. You're just Puritans now. That's what you are. Oh, these young children, they have no respect for morals. Can't they just stick to watching OnlyFans and eating goy slop? They're like, this is pearl clutching about a word. Sorry.
It's the exact, as he puts here, many people feeling burnt out about the language politics. Yes. Yeah, that is why. Yes, it's 100% the reason. We're at the point where none of us know what to say to another person without them getting pissed off and being offended about it, to where it's like, all right, who cares anymore? If everybody doesn't feel butthurt about a freaking word or how we explain what the person is in front of us, then nobody can have like anything to gripe about. Just who gives a shit? Move about your day.
Exactly. Remain calm.
Why does it bother you?
You know, the locker is a perfect punishment for these people because they can't be cool. It's like being cool involves being a little edgy, just a little bit. That you don't have to go crazy. But it also doesn't mean okay, let me put it to you this way, man. I knew a guy when I was 18, right? Who wouldn't see The Dark Knight in theaters. He was a dork, but he wouldn't see this in theaters because it was PG-13 for language. He was a Christian, of course. But I remember saying to him, like, man, you know, like in the real world, people are just going to say these things. Like, just come see the movie, you know? If you got to get to a point where it doesn't make you flinch to hear, you know, a swear word. And he was like, no, can't do it. Nope. That's what this is. It's the same thing. It's just a Puritanism. I don't know if it's a biological imperative that some of these people have to become like witch-burning Puritans about everything. It may be. Either way, it's just Puritanism with a different Bible. That's all it is. Many people do feel burned out by the language politics of the social media era, where morality can feel performative, another form of social capital. In some ways, I can relate to that. In many cases, verbal sensitivity does not usually equate to actual equity and protection of our most vulnerable communities. But for some reason, the R word has become the slur people feel strangely comfortable making exceptions for in order to appear not too woke. But why is the disability community? What is this, like a Animal Crossing with people in wheelchairs? The disability community.
The community that they're mainly talking about here are the people that say, I got this, and this, and this. And it's all just like self-diagnosed.
Mm-hmm. But why is the disability community of all minority groups catching strays? People with intellectual disabilities are still very segregated in our culture, and many of us simply don't interact with people who are directly harmed by this language. Bit of a self-report there. He doesn't have any retarded friends. Or so he thinks. No, listen, you can be friends with retards, you know, but don't pretend like you're not. If you don't think you have a couple of friends who are like actually on the spectrum somewhere, you're not better than it. You're naive. Perhaps it's that distance that makes it easier for the slur to feel harmless. Still, disability advocates and people with intellectual disabilities have repeatedly expressed that the word is dehumanizing, which is part of the reason that in 2010, the federal government signed Rose's Law, which retired the term mental retardation and replaced it with intellectual disability. 2010. Ah, yes, the Obama years. That explains that. The return of the R word signals a broader and darker cultural regression, and although euphoria may not have caused that shift, its use of the slur reflects how normalized this rhetoric has become among young people who are growing increasingly numb and perhaps less empathetic in general. When a show with enormous influence on youth culture casually reintroduces slang that disability advocates have spent years fighting against, it sends a message that the R word is simply part of our everyday vocabulary once again. But what TV writers on this show and every other wildly popular one might want to keep in mind is that they're not just reflecting current culture, they're reinforcing it too. That was nice of him to end with the little AI thing right here. You see that? It's not so that they don't use the double dash thing, whatever the heck it's called, the long dash. They use a semicolon now. It's an actually statement. An actually statement. You may think this, but actually. And AI writes like that. So is this an AI generated article? Is Kumamoto a real person? Or are we making fun of ChatGPT?
I think it's column A and column B. I think it's both. I think it's a person that just didn't want to spend the time writing those and just decided to throw in a ChatGPT.
I thought you were saying it was a person who is also AI, which is, what an NPC is.
You know what? Might be.
But there's also a little bit of a reveal here in how they think about messaging. So like when you're making a movie and you want it to feel authentic, what you want it to do is reflect the real world, right?
Yep.
And over here, he's like, when a show with enormous influence sends a message. So honesty and truthfulness is sending a message? What he's advocating for is covering it up and acting like it's not happening. Oh, it's unpleasant that the youth are using the R word. Keep it out of my movies because it sends a message that this is okay. All right, so what's next, buddy? Because if you're going to keep to this principle, that means you got to, and you don't want violence in your community or whatever, you got to ban action movies. You got to ban anything that you don't like, right? It's the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just found it terribly amusing to be reading an article on Apple News about very sensitive people who are bothered by the fact that humanity just sometimes does not give a shit what you think. Sometimes we just like saying words that hurt you because they hurt you. This is the, have you seen any cut scenes from Assassin's Creed Black Flag yet? The remake, not the old one.
I've seen some pieces of it, but not a lot.
So they're adding stuff to the game, which is exactly what you'd expect. They fattened up all the courtesans in the game, so now your guy attracts only ham beasts when he throws money on the ground, or you want to buy a group of prostitutes for a disguise like you could in the old games. But they're also adding characters that weren't in the original. But they're being very lazy because in the original, almost everything was mocapped. But now they're adding in these characters and they're just reusing like default animations from Assassin's Creed Shadows. Check this out. It looks so stupid.
Welcome to the Jackdaw shipwright. You can see for yourself, she's no slouch.
You're ship proud. I respect that.
She could use some work, if I'm honest. We need your skill. What say you to joining us?
You don't mince words, do you? I suppose I could look around, see what needs doing. First, I need a decent drink. I had nothing but fouled water in that damn cell for days.
It's a matter of some urgency, then. We'll have to go ashore.
I mean, okay, so maybe what I'm most mad about is the voice acting. You hear how bored everyone is?
Yeah.
It's unreal.
First, I need a decent drink. I had nothing but fouled water in that damn cell for days.
That damn cell for days. That damn cell for days. I had nothing but fouled water in that damn cell for days. Do you hear that delivery?
In that damn cell for days.
Are you kidding me?
I would say this just seems lazy. Like, there's no expression for any of the characters. It just seems bland.
Dude, people who play D&D do better voice acting than this. I mean, it's like when you're doing a character, right? It's like, all right, you were just pulled out of a jail cell and you're thirsty. You want to drink alcohol because you're an alcohol-addicted pirate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to feel the spite in their voice because they don't want to be in. They're thinking about the cell that they were in for, weeks or whatever. You go, I had nothing but fouled water in that damn cell for days. Something like that, right? But what you get...
Fouled water in that damn cell for days. I had nothing but fouled water in that damn cell for days.
She's reading it.
It's 100% just reading the script.
She's just reading it. And then he's like, it's a matter of some urgency then. We'll have to go ashore. Now listen to how he does his line. And this is the original Edward Kenway voice actor.
It's a matter of some urgency then. We'll have to go ashore.
Well, it's a matter of some urgency then. We'll have to go ashore. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not a voice actor. And then it gets to this. And this is the... Then they finally got their drink. And, you know, they should be, what, sloshing tankards and, oh, ho, ho, we're pirates. What are they doing? They're having their drink in the middle of the day, alone. Outside of the tavern. Because animating the inside of the tavern would be too much work.
You're murdering the wrong people if you've gained the king's enthusiasm.
Accused of murdering. It's a fucking stitch.
And they got to drop in some extra F-bombs because, you know, it's not serious unless you have your millennial coded F-bombs everywhere.
Chop, I told you.
What will you do now then? You could join us. You won't find a better ship than the Jackdaw, nor a fairer crew.
Christ, you're relentless.
Boring.
This sucks.
You know, I know. I can think of only, you know, it's not a high bar, but I can think of a game that had better voice acting than this. Simcopter. It's like
what clip was that from? Where was that from?
Simcopter. It's from Simcopter.
Yeah, but like where in Simcopter? Like what causes that voice line?
I don't know. I found it in the files. I mean,
that's amazing.
Listen to the voice acting in Simcopter compared to this, all right? So like she's all pissed off. She's like, you're relentless. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Christ, you're relentless.
You see how exasperated she doesn't sound? I present to you Simcopter, the grunt. It's called Grunt 1. Okay? You hear the derision in that? He's upset. All communicated in a split second. See?
This just sounds like you pulled a file from like what's it called? Wolfenstein or Doom.
Yeah. It's from the same era. But look how dead all this is. Like, check this out. It's like, oh, we've got the drama. She doesn't want to do it. Why? No motivation. She's just a woman who doesn't like a man pushing her around or something like this. All this assumed moral bullshit, right? Which is, it's the same reason why Christian movies are so boring. They don't buy anything. They're just like, she's morally upset because she's an independent woman. And most people are like, wait, but she needs a motivation. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean she needs a motivation? It's like, you need to explain to the audience that she's like independent or something, or they're not going to buy it.
I need you.
So you said. You did keep me from hanging.
True.
You did keep me from hanging.
This is like the makings of a Hallmark movie. All we're missing is like the little red truck falling a Christmas tree.
I know. It's like, you did keep me from hanging.
You did keep me from hanging.
You did keep me from hanging. How about, so you did. You did keep me from hanging. Like, how about a down note? Because you feel like you owe him something, right? Instead of an up note, like, well, I guess you did keep me from having my neck snapped by a rope. Oh, well, yeah, I guess it's a deal. We're just so hardcore. And watch this.
But that doesn't mean you own me.
Oh. Now watch, he's going to be like, I affirm women's independence.
Also true.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Better voice acting in Simcopter, I'm telling you. It's like these lines were written and recorded by ChatGPT. We're living in the future, buddy.
You know what's funny? I think ChatGPT would do better. Honest to God, at this point.
Yeah. Well, speaking of ChatGPT, have you heard that you can make money off of AI?
No, because not even the big corporations can figure that out. So no.
Well, spoiler alert. Check this out.
So this mini AI data center is designed to be installed outside your home. A startup called Span has partnered with NVIDIA to deploy what they call distributed data centers on residential homes and small businesses. Each box runs NVIDIA's liquid-cooled RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell GPUs designed to operate silently while tapping into unused electrical capacity that already is on the local grid. Span says it can install 8,000 of these units 6 times faster at 1/5 the cost of building a comparable 100 megawatt data center. And the demand is urgent. US data centers consumed over 4% of America's electricity in 2024, which is a number that could more than double by 2030. Meanwhile, traditional data centers can take over a decade to build, with some projects waiting years just for grid approval. The homeowners who host the boxes get a premium smart electrical panel, battery backup, and discounted rates on electricity and internet. Span is already working with one of America's largest home builders to test the system out in new communities. Whether neighborhoods will actually embrace these mini data centers remains to be seen, but it's definitely a creative solution to a very complex problem. If you want to stay in the loop,
So you can just put a highly stealable box of electronics and GPUs outside of your home.
So, Aaron, I want to say I wouldn't say I would be a thief, but not advocating for being a thief either, but that's a lot of money right there.
Mhm.
Easy to grab.
Yeah, you know, the gabagool ain't going to pay for itself, right?
That is literally gold sitting on your property. Like,
Yeah.
it's worth way more just to take it and sell it than it is probably to have it installed and actually let it run off of your electricity.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah.
that, like the deduction and like discounted internet and everything. But like, this is worth way more. Just take it and use it for yourself. Like, it's a free upgrade right there. If I'm talking about it, that's a upgrade for my computer right there.
Yeah. An upgrade for your wallet, too, if the price is right. Yeah.
The price is always right here.
Listen, we should get into like pirating these boxes. We'll get a truck. We'll sail the 7 seas around various suburban areas and just look for this X Fro logo or anything that looks. We just steal all of it. You know, come on now.
We'll be the new version of guys who were like stealing cable boxes and selling them on the market.
Yeah.
We'll be doing with these data center boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so here's NVIDIA will now pay you to put a mini AI data center in your house, making you close to $22,000 a year. The readers added context. NVIDIA and Span are testing mini AI data centers next to new homes in a pilot with builders like Pulte Group. Homeowners may have electricity and internet bills covered or subsidized, but are not paid to $22,000 a year. Oh, darn. I guess we'll have to make our money some other way, Daniel. By stealing. I'm not advocating for criminal activity. This is a joke. By absconding with fake air conditioners.
Yeah.
Oh man, and they got all this set up so you can do stuff like this. This is a clip that's going around. Did you see this?
Nope.
the AI generated WWE channel.
What?
Yeah, I saw this floating around. I thought this was pretty funny.
Millions of fans are making right now. Can you afford it? Maybe. But do you feel like you have to be there? That's the question. And for a lot of people, the answer this year seems to be not quite. The show will happen. The stadium will likely fill up one way or another. What
It can't say WWE. That's what they're saying. That's why it was freaking out.
The struggle it was having. It was like a mental breakdown.
Newsfist sent me this, and I found it on my own. It was one of those synchronous moments where I found a clip, and it was sent to me immediately. It reminded me of the early days of AI voice generation where somebody tried to make a rap track and it sounded like the guy had a seizure halfway through.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. Oh my God.
I tried to find that clip just so I could play it because it's absolutely hilarious because it starts, it's like reading rap lyrics and it sounds like halfway decent, at least for early AI voice days. And then it just starts, it gets stuck on the word delirious. And eventually it just starts saying penis delirious. And then it's like getting frustrated. And it just says that over and over and over again. It sounds like this. It sounds like that, except it's just penis delirious over and over and over again.
What?
Okay. This is what we're paying for. This is why you would stick a highly suspicious box on the side of your house because the AI data center is not close enough. Right?
Yep. Gotta make that moolah somehow, you know?
Yeah, right. The AI bubble, apparently, according to some people trying to mine influence on Twitter, they say it's popping. Which it's like, if that's true, God, it couldn't have come sooner. Here's a clip. The worldwide spending on AI data centers is expected to reach $6.31 trillion. Yeah, it's getting expensive.
I spoke with a VP at NVIDIA who first flagged this to me. He said, oh yeah, for months, our costs for my team have been more for AI than humans. So that was the first flag. And then we started to hear this coming out in droves. Uber's CTO said he already blew out his whole budget for 2026 just on AI-related costs. And obviously that means he's spending more on that than he's spending on human workers. And now I'm starting to hear, especially from startup founders, they're bragging about their AI bills being high because it's kind of this sign of like, yeah, I'm really ahead in the AI
flex
race.
of like, I'm blowing so much cash on this.
Exactly. But the whole point of this was supposed to be that it cut down on costs, expanded profits, especially for public companies. But it's unclear if that's going to be tenable.
When is that curve? I guess is one big question. But you have some of the data you have in your report is kind of fascinating. Worldwide IT spending is expected to be up 13.5% this year compared to just last year, over $6 trillion. Where is all this money going to?
Well, a lot of it is going towards token costs, which is basically like the currency of AI use. Also, of course, subscriptions. If you've got an enterprise contract with OpenAI, with Anthropic. So a lot of it is going towards these AI labs. The thing is, though, the queries that I'm putting into AI, those don't cost very much. It's for the people who are coding or using an autonomous agent overnight. But at some companies, especially the tech ones like Meta, they're encouraging that high token use because, again, they want to see and seem like they're really ahead in the AI.
So it's a flex to spend more money on AI, apparently.
It's just a new way to launder money again. It's all this is.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
It's just like, it feels like the same thing, just replace like, modern art with AI stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. So the data is in. The data is in. A company has spent over $500 million on Claude in just a month because no one set a usage limit. Uber created internal rankings where engineers were evaluated based on how much they used AI, not on what they delivered. Uber burned through almost the entire 2026 AI budget before April was even over. The COO admitted they can't tie the spending to any real improvements for the consumers. Really? Except that costs probably went up. Yeah? A CTO revealed to Axios that employees were using corporate AI just to check the weather forecast. Well, yeah. I mean, you got all these companies being like, we really need to use more AI and get our money's worth. Uh-huh. Microsoft canceled most Claude Code licenses after the token account spiraled completely out of control. Companies started firing people, not because AI replaced the work, but because the AI bill replaced the payroll. The AI bubble might not burst because the technology fails. It might burst because no one realized that giving unlimited access to giant models is like leaving an infinite corporate credit card on the table. Yeah, okay, maybe. I mean, but I need more data. How about Amazon? Amazon says it just shut down a token leaderboard. Don't use AI just to use AI. Amazon is looking to minimize token maxing. Token maxing.
Oh, God.
I knew this was going to happen. This producer is texting me. Hold on a second. Let's see here. She says, when you tell devs they're being rated on token consumption, they just set the AI up to do unproductive stuff in the background to make them burn tokens. That's what happened at Amazon. Devs set them up to just burn tokens so they'll be higher on the leaderboard. LOL. And she says the article says exactly that, meaning that I am once again behind my tech wizard fiance. She says, the article says the company is shutting down an employee-made leaderboard that tracked AI token use because it encouraged some staff to perform tasks that didn't necessarily solve problems just so they could climb the ranks. Gee, how could they have predicted this? Maybe they should have asked the AI what would happen if you set up a leaderboard for who used the most AI tokens. I think I'd have that thing generating me new recipes for lasagna all day, wouldn't you? Just be like,
God, yeah.
Perfect the recipe. No, I need it more perfect.
Oh, man, a while back, though, that somebody was able to use, I think, Grok and maybe another AI to get access to a company's crypto token like wallet by convincing it that it was the owner and just like robbed it blind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what? I don't know if this is going to be a good tool for everybody because the thieves are getting a hold of it pretty quick.
Yeah. Please don't use AI just for the sake of using AI. Dave Treadwell, an Amazon senior vice president, told staff earlier this week, use AI to help you solve customer problems, to help you solve business problems, to innovate. Innovate.
In other words, guys, just use the AI to use AI.
Yeah. Help you solve business problems. Okay. The move, first reported by the Financial Times, is the latest sign that big companies are pivoting from a culture of freewheeling AI spending amid concern about ballooning AI budgets that lack the returns to justify them. An Amazon spokesperson confirmed to Business Insider that the internal leaderboard called Kiro Rank has been deprecated, or had been deprecated. The spokesperson said the dashboard was an informal tracker created by a group of employees and was, quote, never intended to promote the use of AI for usage's sake. Quote, we're focused on AI adoption and sharing best practices to celebrate innovation and operational efficiency gains across the company. And we're proud of the way our teams are embracing this technology.
Seems legit.
Yeah, seems legit. But, you know, things may be looking a little shaky. It's almost as if this whole thing moved a little too fast, isn't it?
It's also almost like this whole thing had the wrong people behind it, pushing it.
It's almost as if the whole thing was just stupid. Just stupid.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All we got out of this was just a better version of, like, what is it, Siri and whatever Google's version of, like, that helper assistant thing. It's just a better version of that just cost way more money to run.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But they're going to try, man. They're going to try. There's an AI feature film premiering at Tribeca Film Festival. The live action feature used no actors, sets, or cameras in production. The live action feature used no actors. Live action. Daniel.
God, I just can't. Yeah, live action. Okay.
Live action. It's literally all CGI.
It's exactly that. But it's live action, though.
Yeah. It's like the live action remake of The Lion King. You remember, like, live action, live action. What did that mean? Not live action. Except for, like, what? Some background shots or something? What? They got a live action Timon and Pumbaa? They're like, yeah, we totally trained a wildebeest to just say the lines. No, everyone was like, that's not live action. It's all CGI. And they were like, how dare you? How dare you? Live action is apparently just a vibe. Right?
It's just a word. It's one of those funny words throw in that everybody gets like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
It's the new thing.
Yeah. The live action. So it's an fully AI generated Iranian resistance movie called Dreams of Violets. It cost $2,000. Director Ash Kusha insists only AI tools allowed his vital memorial film to be made ahead of a June 10th world bow. So it's getting even cringier. Now we're doing this kind of thing with AI. The movie will debut on June 10th at the AMC Flatiron Theater in New York City. Quote, the Tribeca Festival has long championed artists who push the boundaries of storytelling and explore new creative frontiers. Dreams of Violets from first-time filmmakers Ash and Puya Kusha, man, is a powerful example of how emerging technologies like AI can be used not simply as tools of innovation, but as vehicles for deeply human storytelling. Jane Rosenthal, Tribeca Film. I keep saying Tribeca Film Festival. Do they change it? Tribeca Festival co-founder told The Hollywood Reporter in a statement, quote, at this time in history when both artificial intelligence and Iran are central to global conversation, this film offers audiences a rare and intimate perspective into a conflict many have not been able to fully see or understand. What moved us was not just the technological achievement, but the emotional immediacy and urgency of the story itself, Rosenthal added. The 75-minute live-action film was made over 3 months. $2,000 with actors, sets, and cameras replaced by AI models in its production. At the same time, the script, the voicing of characters by Ash Kusha before being altered by AI tools. I've never heard of AI tools. Artificial.
Neither have I.
Maybe it's just artificial tools. The blocking of AI-generated actors on screen was done by the director using human creativity. Oh, so they did the blocking in his brain? So the director did the blocking of the shots in his brain and then told the computer to make the shots and then said, that's good enough. That'll do it. You want to watch the trailer?
Oh, sure.
All right. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to pull it up on YouTube. Oh, God. Get out of the way. Here we go. That way I can control the volume a little more easily and then everyone can see it.
رضا میدونستی بنفشه تنها گلیه که تو تاریکی رشد میکنه؟ ریشش نور نمیخواد، فقط یه ترک میخواد، یه شکاف تو زمین، همین.
زنین مامان پا نشی باز بری بیرون، تو رو خدا، جون بابات نرو، تو رو خدا نرو.
What was this? Is this like footsteps here? Listen to how loud this is.
تو رو خدا نرو.
What is that?
I got an elephant in the back of the room here.
Right. So I'm assuming all of the audio is AI generated as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Footsteps and the shuffling of someone's coat. That's really loud. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think? Are these shots convincing?
No.
No? Not even a little bit?
Not even really a little bit. It feels very uncanny again.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Let me look at those rifles again.
I know that's what I was thinking. Exactly that. Like, are those real? But they don't look. Well, obviously not real, but
it looks off.
Yeah, it looks like a fake rifle. Like
I get why
made up.
Yeah, it looks off.
It looks like the rifle that the Hellgast carried in Killzone.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, which was a great looking gun. But yeah, the computer can't decide what kind of gun this is.
Yeah, it keeps changing. Not to mention the baton the first guy was holding bent like it was rubber.
Really? Oh, so
Yeah.
it did. Look.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh my goodness! I guess this is the future. I guess this is the future.
What was his hands holding there too?
Yeah,
There
exactly.
It is. Like
it extends and then it disappears. What's going on? Oh man! Oh man!
Guy had a shield.
Now
He was holding a rifle and a shield in front of him. Okay.
So this is very, like, I don't mean to say this because, like, listen, man, I am not a politics guy. I talk about media, right? But is this crazy to think that this is like, what would be the word? I really don't know. It looks very Antifa coded, perhaps.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here. I could be dead wrong.
So I will say, I have a website that this will be dropping on, and I'll be able to watch it. So I will watch it and report back to you when it comes out.
You're going to watch this?
I will sit through the hour and whatever minutes long of hell this will be just to tell you that it's bad.
Oh, good. You know, we eat slop.
I will suffer.
We eat slop on the show, and sometimes Daniel watches slop for the show.
We eat slop, we drink slop, and now I will watch the slop.
Oh, man.
And let you guys know.
God bless you, son.
Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on.
What is
going on? It's an M4 AK with another mag in front of it. That's a new. Yeah, look, it's the body of an M4 slashed in with an AK.
Yeah, it's an AK-16. Look at that.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh. It also kind of has like what's that German rifle? Is it the STG-44?
Oh God, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
It's all of them. Oh man. Oh man. These cuts to black, they keep doing this. This is when they ran out of footage for the trailer. That's what that is. If Iran gets liberated, celebrate for me. Enjoy it for... Okay. All right. Cringe. Cringe?
I can't wait to watch this.
It's gonna be something. For Dreams of Violence, every image in person in the film is AI generated, but the dramatizations are based on journalistic reports, photographs, and eyewitness accounts from which AI video models were used. Puya Kusha, the Menlo Park, California-based co-founder of Fountain Zero and a producer of Dreams and Violence, added with his own statement. Having been deeply involved for a number of years in how AI could be utilized and tamed at the highest and most sophisticated levels, I realized our video production techniques were way ahead of the rest of the marketplace. I also realized that our ability for each subsequent film to improve on our AI our production techniques, is an enormous opportunity for Fountain Zero to exploit. I don't know if I'd use the word exploit, it's not a very good PR word. Perhaps it's a mistranslation from the California people. Now, I have, since we got on the Middle East there, I do have an upcoming segment. It's been a while.
Oh, man. But are we getting back to the Middle East?
I promise it's short. But we're going to come back to this guy. By God, it's been a while, Michael Rapaport.
Where's the laugh? Where's the laugh track?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Where is it?
That's what I was waiting for you to play. And I was so excited to hear it.
Sorry.
I hear a storm approaching.
Yeah, it's coming. But first, we're going to have to do some business here because it's important that we do the business part of the show. It's important.
Yes, we got to bring this part out first. This is way more important than anything here.
Now, we are recording early, which means that I know Tom is sending in a donation. He will. It will be $5.55, and it will have an awesome note. I mean, that's me reading the future because the man is that consistent. So I'm going to do one quick check to make sure it didn't come through when I was over here looking at this. I'm going to guess he assumes we record on Saturday, and then he'll just send it then. But maybe, just maybe, we'll get him in here on time. It's no fault of his. We just, again, our schedules are all over the place because every single one of us works. Adam works harder than most to not eat the freeze-dried pizza on the air. No, we didn't make it in time. That's okay. We'll read it next time. In the meantime, we do have some ways to support the show if you want to help us get rich. I got to tell you, Daniel, the donation thing is not making us a ton of cash there. The old donation link is not getting any love. It's just not. And I think that's just because people either like their stuff read live, as if, if we were doing like a live stream and we could get monetized on YouTube, which we can't, not yet. But in the meantime, people like to get things for their money. Shocker, I know, right?
Oh, definitely a huge shocker.
I know. So you can use this donation link still, but if you're like me and like to buy things, there's ways to do that. There is, of course, the Patreon, which gets you access to exclusive stuff and pretty much every bonus episode early. Pretty much every bonus episode comes early on the Patreon. We also have stickers, which, Daniel, you got one of these, didn't you? This right here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Little capybara?
The little capybara with the famous quote. I love it here.
Yeah. It's a great sticker, and I think you got the holographic version, right?
Yep. I love it. I think it's great. They came out really well. I'm impressed.
It did. And the website is clowntownchronicle.com. /loot if you want to buy something. You can get all the stickers there. They're cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them and they're not going to rip you off, not like they used to. We fixed that. There's supposed to be a QR code here for the website, but it's not there. That's okay. I can't imagine like unironically sticking my phone up to a screen to scan a QR code, but that's how some people are. Remember, if you're broke, you just need to say hello in the comments and like the video and hit share in order to make your contribution to our lovely algorithm. And then the best thing, though, that we've been, the most profitable thing we've gotten so far is the sport drink. It is racist Gatorade. I've also been told it would be funnier if we just called it Haterade.
Oh, that's actually good.
Haterade. I don't know. I think racist Gatorade is funnier, but
the racist Gatorade is like just the cream of the crop here. You got to have it. Like, it's just perfect.
Yeah. Now, remember to use your discount code CTC, or at least try, even if the discounts don't stack at the checkout, because I still get credit even though I don't get money, which is good. But if you're going to buy a sample, actually, let me get that up here. Because Daniel was actually making the comment that like, oh, I don't really want to buy sport drink or whatever because I don't know if it's any good and I don't want to spend $40 on a can. You can actually buy individual sticks now. You can buy a 6-pack for $13 and that should go a long way, would be my guess, because the recommended serving size is too strong for me, so I end up using less of it. But if you want to try it out, you can get these now. It's just a little bit. And I guarantee once you try it, you're going to want more. I only advocate for things that I actually like the show. Well, I'm afraid you're just going to have to look at that because I gotta get up for just a second, but I'll be right back. Okay?
Gotcha.
Be right back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not broke as a joke, check it out. Buy some merch. Get yourself some racist Gatorade. You're definitely going to like it. I can guarantee it. Even though I haven't tried the racist sports drink. But soon. Soon Aaron's going to give me a jug of it, and I'm going to be able to attempt it. I'm hearing from Miss Producer she loves the blue flavor. Fair enough. But we'll see. We'll see what I think of it. I'll let you guys know. Just like I will let you know on the movie. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic.
What are we talking about? Sorry.
I was rambling on about the sports drink.
Oh, bless you.
And then I said going on more and more, shilling it out as best as I could.
Well, thank you, because now I don't have to go back and cut this out.
No, I figured it'd be nice to keep it going while you're gone.
Heck yeah, man. Coming in hot. All right. Well, that's it for our shilling. Remember to try Sport Drink, donate to the show, buy some stickers. Let's get back to it, because I've got some fun stuff for you. Rapaport. Of course. Now, because we were talking briefly about the things that are happening in the Middle East with our greatest friend in the whole wide world, Michael Rapaport is here to tell you that you should be living in Tel Aviv. Right? This looks like a nice place. Right?
Yeah. All right.
Looks
I'll wait to give judgment until I see more.
It looks like his I mean, I don't know, what would you say? It looks a little bit like his native land of New York.
It looks like, maybe walking down a street in New York.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. You think he's going to yell or laugh at the camera, or does he look too serious?
I think he will. He has to.
Okay. I really hope he does the laugh, because it's kind of a signature move. I'm going to feel let down if he doesn't.
All right. See, that's an adult. It's an
adult. It's an adult
store.
An adult store. They have adult stores in Tel Aviv. Boomers, by the way, this is God's chosen people. Totally moral and good and happy, and your Bible tells you to worship them. I'm really mad at boomers for the last couple of weeks. I apologize to the good ones.
Adult store, and that's MASH, the world famous MASH, LGBTQ, and everything under the sun, because that's allowed. That's freedom. You think they got sex stores? Gaza? You think they got sex stores in Iran? They don't got no sex stores. There's no MASH. There's no LGBT.
God blesses those with sex stores who bless the sex stores in Tel Aviv. Oh, well, they're a secular country, Aaron, just like the United States. Well, that's not what your pastor's saying. Did I mention I'm kind of mad about it this week?
No, not at all. I think you're giving us more details now.
Dude, I am so done with this worship of Israel from Christian boomers over here. I'm over it. I'm not just over it. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing the way these people go on pilgrimages and spend money to visit this country because it's the Holy Land. They want to walk where Moses walked or something like that. Churches have entire programs set up where they get a cut to do tourism of this place. Well, they only visit the holy sites. Really? Do you know any boomers? Really? Okay.
Gaza.
They don't have sex shops in Gaza, so we got to blow them up.
You think they got sex stores in Iran? They don't got no sex stores. There's no MASH. There's no LGBT community in the West Bank, in Ramallah. There's no LGBT.
There may not be an official group, but I'm sure there's gay people over there. So we should nuke them.
Yeah, we should just nuke them,
Yeah. What is this?
LGBTQ community in Gaza? Okay, you could go to the club here. You could go to the sex store. Get yourself whatever you want if you're an adult. If you partake in these kind of adult activities, because this is a beautiful democracy, a free place, okay, where everybody could be free.
It looks like shit, dude. I'm sorry. It looks like a dump. Look at it.
Oh, it definitely does.
Could you have picked a better street? Maybe? Is this AI generated?
It's either AI generated or it's the streets of New York to look like, Israel.
This is the place you gotta go,
It could be free.
It's a small section in Jersey. That's what this is. I can tell you right now.
It's Desert Jersey. It's Desert Jersey. We've been calling it that for a while, man.
As they be, all right? Google sex shop in Gaza.
Do we want to do that on the air?
The question is, do we want safe search on there? I don't know if we're going to find anything easily if it is on.
I'm thinking we probably shouldn't do that on the air.
Not on the air, folks. Not this time.
This podcast is officially more Christian than the Holy Land.
Your phone will break. Your phone will break. It'll disconnect. You might break your.
Why is he on break? What is going on there?
He's rolling his brakes.
It's 1:00. He goes to the most degenerate part of Tel Aviv and he's like, this is what freedom looks like. What a creep. Oh my gosh.
It's interesting to see some of the words in English and then also in, the native language. It just throws me off. I'm just not used to that. But I'm like, then again, you know what? Very tourist trap. And what I'm learning is just go to Israel to buy your sex toys, guys. It's all I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Gaza. Your phone will break. Your phone will break. It'll disconnect. You might break your phone if you Google LGBTQ in Gaza.
What? So what? Oh, man. Meanwhile, you have Huckabee out there sucking as hard as he possibly can. I mean, he's just red in the face. Just red in the face. You ever own a shop vac, Daniel, like a real big one?
Yes.
And it's like a wet vac, so you can clean up all kinds of messes and it just sucks it all up. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Amateurs. Huckabee sucks harder than that. I'm telling you.
Their projects. I got to realizing I'm meeting some of the future billionaires of Israel. Some of these young people.
He's meeting the future billionaires of Israel. Is he talking to little Epsteins out there? Hang on a second. Where's that crowd shot? Where was it? Come on. It was only for a second. I want to see if Epstein's in the crowd, man. Oh, there it is. Oh, there he is. He doesn't look anything like Epstein, but he's like, I could be an Epstein. What an idea you offer, Mr. Huckabee. Can you suck harder, please?
Of Israel. Some of these young people, maybe they're 15, 16, 17 now, but give them just probably a very short period of time, and in their 20s, we'll all be wanting to borrow money from some of them.
Huckabee, come on, man. He just called them future money lenders. He knows. Look at that face. He's like, yeah, low key, I'm on the inside. At night, he gets a secret little phone in his hotel room and he calls the president and says, yes, Mr. President, it's all taken care of. I called them future money lenders at their graduation.
That's a good one.
You can't make this up, man.
So I want to go ahead and get their names and phone numbers now.
Okay, all right. So, all right, a politician out here like, how can I borrow money from Israelis? Yeah. It's so funny.
This feels like one of those like scam phone calls without it, but it's just being in live in person.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's unreal. And here is again, actually, here's another clip. Huckabee says his appointment as U.S. ambassador to Israel was a biblical moment for him. Yep. The place where Rapaport was walking around saying Google sex shops in Gaza. Break your phone. Break your phone.
There was no way I was going to say no to him. Number one, you don't say no to President Trump. Number two, if he'd asked me to do anything else, be a cabinet secretary, it didn't matter what it was, I would have said, no, sir, thank you very much. I love my life, and I'm enjoying it, and I don't need a federal job. But when he said, you're going to be ambassador to Israel, I realized that it truly was, as said in the book of Esther, for such a time as this.
Ugh.
And I felt it was for me an Isaiah moment. Here am I, Lord. Send me.
Is this a Christian? Do you think this is a Christian man? He's like Esther, Isaiah. Here I am, Lord. Send me. No.
No. 100% no.
No.
I came because I believe that there is an opportunity to see something that was not even visible in 1973, 53 years ago when I first arrived here. Because it was not the startup nation. It was anything but. There was no...
The startup... Oh. Boomers are like...
No, this time when he got there, he was like, man, what a dump.
Yeah. Yeah. Boomer. There's cool boomers, don't get me wrong. And I'm really tired of the knack salt thing. There are good boomers. But, oh, holy crap, man. I know way too many that are like, yep, he's right. He's right. Said so in the Bible. Mike Huckabee is going to lead the country of Israel to, I don't know, bring around the Antichrist so Jesus can come back. Yep, that's there in the Bible. CNN and Fox News told me so. I'm sorry, not CNN. That's libtard media. They don't believe this stuff. You know what boomers really like? They really like Mark Levin. I have to hear it all the time. How smart Mark Levin is. They like the way Mark Levin talks. You know who else does? Owen Shroyer. And I have this, and then we're going to get to our longer bit here. Owen Shroyer recently did, and I don't know if he does this all the time, but it's the first time I've seen it, an impression of Mark Levin. And it's hilarious.
Hold on, let me see if I can do. Hold on, let me see if I. Let me. If the people of America won't support Israel, then they'll have to deal with the Islamic jihadists. And if the U.S. doesn't strike Iran, Iran will strike first. Iran has the nukes. The radical jihadis want Americans dead. Don't you get it? We must support Israel. And I'm not going to sit here and deal with these anti-Semites anymore at these college campuses. So we must strike.
Oh, man.
What do you think? Is that pretty good?
I think it's pretty good. I think somebody at Ubisoft should have hired him.
I know.
Voice acting.
Oh, man. You get better voice acting out of like PvP games or whatever, or like those co-op horror games that everyone plays.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Like on your stream, I've heard you do better voice acting in the moment just playing Peak.
Yep.
You know?
I'd agree.
Follow Cooper Air on Twitch. Yeah. So the reason to bring up Owen Shroyer is he did something that is highly related to what we are talking about at this point. He did a debate between baby boomers and millennials. Oh,
God,
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah. It is 2 hours long. Okay. And we're going to watch all of it. I'm just kidding. We're not going to watch all of it. We got half an hour. So I'm going to pick some bits throughout here and we're going to see how it went. Do you have any predictions for how this setup right here with these three boomers and these three millennials went?
Oh, boy.
We got Owen Shroyer on the right, Harrison Smith in the middle, and Alex Stein on the left. And then we have whoever these people are. I mean,
you know what? I'm going to put my money on the fact that the boomers are going to be yelling, you're wrong all the time. And the other side is going to be like, but there's the data right there.
Mm-hmm.
When it's just a skewed graph that nobody knows where the hell they're pulling this data from.
So we got segments here. Thank God for these chapters. What is the problem with I don't, it doesn't say the whole thing. What is the problem with the other generation? It's right there. I am R-worded. We also have, did Trump backpedal on immigration and H-1Bs? We have the post-World War II consensus and foreign policy, which should be spicy. Is Trump just another politician? Deep state, where are the arrests? Why can't we question our own party? The Epstein files. War in Iran. Does loyalty mean anything in MAGA? Is America first anti-Semitic? I'm sure this guy has a lot to say about that. Does Israel control our foreign policy? Are you America first or just anti-Israel? And how do Republicans win the midterms? Did any of that ring a little interest bell for you?
I would say what was it, the Israel, if you're anti-Israel, does that make you anti-America? Or disloyal to America? That one kind of pulled me in. I'm curious to see what they say.
Okay, was that... Let's see. First of all, this guy has planes on his socks, which I'm not sure is a great look for talking about Israeli history or foreign matters. Yeah, was it, are you America first or just anti-Israel? Is that the bit you
Okay.
wanted to...
I'm interested in that. I'm also interested in the deep state section.
Okay.
I'm also interested in, what was it? Is Trump just another politician?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He
He's
is.
just another, but I'm curious to now see how people are going to word this differently.
So I would say I'm most interested in this post-World War II consensus bit, because I think this is, to me, this is the thing that everything hinges on, is the moral framework that was set up after the war. It's a shit show.
And I think I want to know what they're talking about, the chapter that is where are the arrests, because I thought that would be the Epstein stuff, but apparently not.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in hearing that too.
So in that case, let's just work through them in the order that they're presented here.
Yep.
We'll get as far as we can, but we're not going to steal all of Shroyer's thunder here. You should probably go watch the whole thing. So let's just start with the post-World War II consensus. And I'm going to get this as close to where they get into it as I possibly can. So we're going to start right here.
Every Muslim a jihadist?
Good question. Is every Muslim a jihadist? Because he knows they watch Mark Levin.
Not everyone, but plenty of them are. And the ones who aren't, you know what they call them? Apostates.
But can we not...
The problem with that is you get killed, so they don't do much to help.
So I think that the reason the 9/11 conversation is important is because I think the biggest difference between us, we're all on the right side politically, I think the biggest difference is foreign policy. And quite frankly, if we're talking about conservative principles, then our foreign policy is the farthest thing from conservative. Because here's what we have witnessed. We have witnessed in our life, our downtowns, our metropolitan areas, our civilization. We have watched everything decay in our lives. That's what we've witnessed in front of our eyes, to the point now.
What do you think about that, Daniel? Have we seen that?
Have we watched everything decay in front of our lives?
Yeah.
I would say a little bit, yeah.
I would say, in my experience, definitely. But we lived in different parts of the country growing up. Like, both Midwest, of course. Right?
Yeah.
You grew up in the Midwest?
100%, yep. Grew up in the Midwest.
So all over the place. So, like, Texas, New York, a few other places, like all this stuff. It's like if you travel across the country, you can see the decay. You couldn't see that decay 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. At least it wasn't this bad. But he's right.
I would 100% agree with that. It wasn't this bad. Now that I'm older and at this point, I would say, yeah, you could see the decay definitely. Mm-hmm. But like growing up and watching it in front of my eyes, it would be hard to tell for me. Like there was some, but not a lot.
Yeah. 9/11 was sort of the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Things dramatically began to change around that time. I mean, you could argue that the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and all of that stuff, like there was dramatic change every decade, of course. But 2001, that was when it completely went off the rails.
Now, he's talking about you can't even go to a school. They don't even speak English. You don't even want to go downtown. You might get mugged. But you know what has been happening while we've been watching our civilization decline? We've watched other civilizations around the world basically start from nothing to become nicer than ours, all over the Gulf nation states. And you know where all of our blood and treasure has gone? Into the Middle East. And you know where our foreign policy remains? Stuck in the Cold War era. And there's nothing conservative about it. We have not benefited at all from it. And that's why we're ready to just rip the cord. We want a total divorce, and we believe that is going to solve all the problems that we're talking about here, because we've tried it your way, and all it's done is cause the problem.
It appears that the current administration is softening its stance on deportations.
700 officers leaving Minneapolis. Did that come from...
This is still part of the post-World War II consensus, just so you know.
Yes, it did. I learned that maybe we can use a little bit of a softer touch, but you still have to be tough. These are criminals. We're dealing with really hard criminals.
Many countries opened up their prisons and dropped them into the United States. Those are the people we're getting out. And we have a lot of heart. They said, you got to lighten up on this. We have a lot of heart for people. They came in illegally, but they're good people, and they're working now on farms, and they're working in luncheonettes and hotels and all. And we're not...
That luncheonette line still gets me.
We're looking to get the criminals out right now.
Seems like a drastically different stance than he had before. Does this worry you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And
what's going on?
That was one of the first instances where I was prepared to walk away from Donald Trump after working my tail off in 3 elections and putting a lot of time, effort, blood, treasure, etc., into getting him reelected. To see him back off from that was beyond disappointing.
Why do you think it's happening?
I'm going to agree with my millennial friends over here that it is the influence of big business. And
boring. How is this about the post-World War II consensus? Hang on a second. I'm a little disappointed with these chapters, Daniel. Daniel?
I'm like just sitting here kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, it's just like they use the Cold War era touch more than they do anything, just to kind of rope it into that, but it doesn't really feel like it falls too much into it.
Right. The Cold War, the Cold War paradigm of looking at the world is radically out of date, is it not?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that might be one of the major divides here. I'm getting word that Adam might be dropping in, but I don't know for sure because he's
all lies.
There he is.
It's all
lies. I
agree.
He showed up just to try the pizza. We can interrupt this with a little slop, right?
I'm sorry, I had some things going on.
Let me see if I can find this freeze-dried pizza, so we can at least look at it while we take a nibble. Ah, yes, there it is.
Oh my God.
Adam, we were talking about boomers. There's a
good.
There's a debate between the boomers and the millennials about every topic that's important to now. But we did tease the listeners, and we did say we were going to try this pizza, so we should get it over with.
Didn't you have some other nightmare food that you guys were going to eat?
Well, it wasn't a nightmare. It's actually really good. It was Rocket Pop Oreos or whatever the hell.
Huh.
Ended up being pretty good. Adam, have you opened your freeze-dried pizza yet?
No, I'm waiting for permission to unseal it.
Okay. We're going to need a smell reaction from you because I've opened it. So that
God.
Daniel and I could split the package.
All right.
So
here goes.
You've got the cheese version?
Yep. My dog is right here. Excuse me. I did not order the dog. I ordered the pizza.
I'm happy to hear his reaction was my reaction when I took a quick whiff.
How does it smell?
You know what it smells like? It smells like popcorn butter.
Popcorn butter.
Like at the movie theater, which is where I'm going after this.
That's funny because I'm getting the smell of what it'd be like walking around in like a total furniture store. It just smells like fucking wood and cardboard.
So like holding it up to my nose, it kind of smells like the rug at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
wait. The smell.
Hold on. Does it look like this?
Oh God, I wish it did. I wish it did.
No, it actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I've drawn the Chuck E. Cheese connection, I mean, it looks like somebody has sculpted a slice of that garbage pizza and like frozen it.
Oh man,
which is exactly what it is.
Okay,
it's like very sugary.
You've got the cheese version. We've got the pepperoni version. So,
my God,
I will say the pepperonis on this pizza do not look appetizing.
You know what it's like?
Really bad.
It's like, yeah, the pepperoni is like, it just looks like dead flesh. It's brown. It's not pleasing to look at. Oh man, it looks like you know what? It feels like pizza that you left in the fridge too long. It's paper. It doesn't bend. It's enough talk.
It's like a brick. It's wild.
My ancestors are smiling on me. Podcast.
Mine are definitely not. My ancestors are screaming, "No, don't do it! No, stop!"
Yeah, it's like Walter White in the back of the truck.
Van. That's exactly it. They're screaming at me.
Hank, no. All right, enough talk. Enough talk. Shall we all take a bite of this horror? Yep. All right, let's go. Oh.
That does not taste like pizza.
It is a cracker.
Ah.
That is disgusting. It's sour. Why is it sour?
It doesn't even taste like there's any marinara on there.
I'm
gonna take another bite.
First time I've ever spit something out.
I know.
It was so bad.
Adam, are you going to be a true man and swallow it?
Yeah, I'm on my second bite.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yours must be a lot worse than mine.
This is like, it tastes like vinegar.
That does not taste good. That was so nasty.
Maybe we got a bad bag. Adam, does yours taste like, what does yours taste like?
It tastes like a pizza flavored cracker, kind of.
Yeah.
Like the only flavor I'm getting.
Not taste like that.
The only thing I'm getting is like mozzarella, and that's it.
No, ours is rotten. It has to be.
Ours has to be bad because, like, I was expecting the flavor of like a combo, like a pizza flavor combo.
Oh,
but it didn't smell that bad.
No, it smelled bad. I mean, it smelled terrible. But it's like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I kind of wanted to just eat the whole thing as a joke, but that's rancid.
I want to, but I can't. I want to hurl from that. That was bad.
Oh my God.
I'm a little disappointed. You know, maybe the cheese is better.
I have nothing to complain about then.
So you're actually enjoying your freeze-dried pizza?
No, but it's not rotten.
Yeah. This is clearly a bad. It has to be. I mean, if you're over there like, oh, it's not that bad. This is awful. I'm sealing it away in a Ziploc bag.
What do we call, like, when I think of slop, I think of what they slop onto your tray when you're in prison.
Yeah.
What do they call dry slop? Flop?
No, it wouldn't flop if it's dry.
Clunk?
I was just going to call it a corporate dessert.
Well,
that was legitimately awful.
I'm really glad I showed up for this.
Yeah, because you're just sitting there munching and crunching away.
It's funny, I've barely eaten anything today, so that was like, I guess that's my dinner.
Well, good news for you, because you have the whole bag. You have 2 slices.
Oy.
We're just lucky, Daniel, that we only had 1.
The cheese looks so much better. Look, pull up the pepperoni one. I want people to see this.
Well, it won't show it because I'm pretty sure that ain't right. I don't know if it's supposed to be like red. Where is it? Freeze-dried pizza. Pickles, candy, snacks, pizza.
Thin
There it is. Pepperoni pizza.
Are you going to try it?
Yeah. It doesn't look like that.
Oh, ours was bad. Look at that. It looks more like a pizza. Ours
hold
is
on.
definitely bad.
What? You got?
My woman's going to try it.
Okay. Dear God. Yeah, no, ours is like brown. The pepperoni is brown.
Ours was rotten.
It's rotten.
I think there was a leak in the package.
All right, hold on. I got to wash my palate out with this freaking Oreo.
That's what I was doing. I'm like, I'm having a couple Oreos here. Get this cleaned out.
Oh, the report from her is that it tastes like an underwhelming combo.
So I was right. That's what I thought. I was like, I bet it was going to taste like a combo. Ours definitely did not taste like that. It was a cardboard with like no flavoring other than feeling like tasting rotten combo.
Oh,
it was that bad.
I've never enjoyed a Rocket Pop Oreo as much as I just enjoyed that one. And I've only had one of them before.
Well,
wow. Thanks for dropping in, Adam. Do you?
I'm glad I finally got to join in the slop games.
And you lucked out.
I know. Anyway, I probably broke your train of thought. So.
Oh no, there's no thought. We're just watching a debate between millennials and baby boomers.
Oh, but they're actually debating with each other?
Yeah, do you want to stick around and finish this out? Because we've only got 15 minutes left.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, so we're talking about the post-World War II consensus. They haven't gotten to it yet because the boomers are taking their time.
I'm taking their time, and all we've talked about is just the Cold War.
Yeah, we just got started with this, but here we go.
I've seen it in my home state of Florida, where we have the Disney company firing 2,000 American creators and technicians and hiring 2,000 foreigners and demanding that the Americans train them.
Right.
Is that what you think?
Well, I can't disagree. I mean, that is just observably true. And I think Trump has all but admitted it without putting it into words. But I think that if you look at this from like a domino effect, why is he saying we need a softer touch? Why has there been this issue getting the illegals out of the country? And I think you kind of have to go back and look at the larger administration and Pam Bondi, who I think has been maybe the biggest letdown of the administration. She was supposed to shut down these organizations. She was supposed to shut down the organizers and the funders. She didn't do it. So they got all these protesters out on the street. Now you got 2 of them dead. Mm-hmm. They try to go do a deportation operation in, you name it, Minnesota, wherever. And now they're out on the streets. They're disrupting it. And so now the Trump administration is sitting here with 2 dead bodies saying, fuck, what are we going to do? Just call it off. There's nothing.
Oh, no. He said the F word in front of the boomers. Their poor ears.
Has he not said anything like that yet?
No. The only thing we've heard from Shroyer is a Mark Levin impersonation, which was pretty good. I wonder when they're going to get to this, because I really don't care to sit here and listen to their opinions on Trump. I've heard it thousands of times. They're all the same.
How did they select these boomers and millennials? Did they have to do like a battle royale?
Yeah.
They got into a Call of Duty lobby, did team deathmatch.
They have obstacle courses and whatnot specifically targeted for millennials.
Yeah, look,
like catch the Funko Pops,
right? Polkas and New Balance.
Nice.
We brought up the 600,000 students who are here, and I believe Donald Trump first said this is terrible. 300,000, sorry.
And then he said he's going to give them a green card on their diploma.
Then he was going to double it.
Right. But
This has nothing to do with the post-World War II consensus. I have to skip ahead. Sorry. They're just talking about Trump and green cards.
Ever do something for our country. We're sick of this same policy, no matter who's in power.
Which policy are you talking about that you're sick of?
World War II.
Exactly.
All right, now we're talking.
So how long did this take?
It took the chapter is like we're 7 minutes into the chapter and we finally got to what it's named after. Oh man.
Post-World War II world. I'm stuck in a post-World War II world where I have to sit here and act like every Jew is the biggest victim on the planet. I'm stuck in a post-Cold War foreign policy where Russia is still the boogeyman. None of this stuff makes sense. In fact, quite frankly, and this might be a little controversial for you, but I truly believe if we divorced completely with the Middle East and just got completely out of the Middle East and actually formed a partnership with Russia, I think that would be the most beneficial thing for our country today. I truly believe that.
Wow.
That's a statement.
What a take. We should ally with Russia against Israel.
Only good things could happen.
All your dreams will come true.
True.
I can almost hear Newsfist tearing his hair out right now.
I just want to say this, and you know, it looks like Trump does want to get out of this Iran war, but I think that would be the best strategy to get out of it if Trump did make a deal with Putin, who is a big ally with Iran, and somehow simultaneously ended the Ukraine war and this war at the same time. I think that would be the best way to get out of this quagmire that we're currently in.
We've teamed with them before, and when they were far worse than Putin, right? We allied with Stalin, if I may be so bold as to bring up World War II.
We did ally with Stalin. This woman knows her history. Does she have a problem with it? No. The United States supported the communists. Literally. Well, it was a desperate time and they just had to stop Hortler. Dude. Oh my God.
So we've allied with people who aren't our friends, because the enemy of our enemy can well be our ally in with a particular focus. Is Putin interested in this?
Yes. Yeah, he's been more receptive than Zelensky, according to Trump.
Well, what Putin says is that he sort of routinely, after they were stabilized and everything, he would talk to presidents and say, why can't Russia just be another European country? Can we join you guys? And the president would say, you're right, you should. And then, as Putin puts it, the men in gray suits would come and say, no, we're not doing that.
And that's because NATO takes our money. And Trump talks about this all the time, but he won't do anything about it. NATO has raked us over the coals for billions of dollars. And that's why they want to keep Russia.
NATO. Daniel, what was the other one you thought was interesting? The deep state were the arrests?
Yeah, deep state were the arrests.
Let's skip.
There was like one other one further down, but yeah, those two.
Let's skip to this one. I don't really care to listen to six people who are almost totally ignorant on foreign policy talk about what they saw on their various networks of information. That's just hard for me. I apologize.
Most of us took for granted that this administration was going to go in and clean out our three-letter agencies, get justice for some of the most crooked and corrupt actors who really destroyed people's lives. I'm talking about people like Fauci. I'm talking about the January 6th committee. I'm talking about Fonnie Willis, Letitia James, James Comey, Alvin Bragg, and all the rotten apples in the FBI and the DOJ. Where are the arrests and what's going on?
Well, I want to make this point. I'm actually friends, and he's an Orthodox Jewish guy. His name's John Gross. He's probably going to get mad that I said this, but he just left the DOJ because he was a J6 attorney, and he kept on writing memos encouraging the Department of Justice to investigate the Department of Justice, and Harmeet Dillon will not do it because they're not going to investigate themselves. So if you think that there's any chance that we're going to get any sort of retribution for the January 6th committee, 0% possibility. So we have Trump in that's not going to go after the corruption that he campaigned that he was going to go after. Right. So it's very
Get your arm away from the mic, dude.
I know, man. It's killing me. I'm like, there are AI tools you could just put the audio through that would eliminate all of that. All of it.
Especially because we know that was a scam, and obviously you're affected by January 6th. A lot of people's lives were ruined.
Who cares? I thought this was going to be fire and brimstone. I thought they were going to leap across the stage and kill each other.
I feel like both millennials and boomers want those arrests.
Well, yeah, but what they're talking about is like various individuals that they know by name working in the government who are, we have the insider info and we have these reports and that sort of. Is it just me, or is this like frustrating to listen to because both sides are just name dropping and talking about people who like sit behind a desk?
How much of this did you listen to before I jumped on?
None.
Not much. I was like,
Really?
maybe like 2 minutes of it.
Yeah, this is fresh.
Huh.
It's funny because I can see that the topics are supposed to be interesting. Like, here's the Epstein files, this one. But if we're just going to keep talking about people in government, this is mediocre. Let me see if the comments complain about this. What a smug, out-of-touch generation. No give, no concern for their own civilization. Forget conceding political power or financial influence or real estate for just a second. These people won't even concede a single point in a debate when all evidence tells them otherwise. Boomers are the downfall of America. Okay, are these people commenting without Frank Gaffney is completely insane? Wait, which one's Frank Gaffney? Which one is it? Is it this guy?
The guy on the right looks like a Frank, but so does the guy on the left.
Yeah, I want to know. Maybe it'll pop up.
I think it is the guy with the beard.
Okay. Let's skip ahead just a bit and see if we can get some more out of these arrests because, God, this is not
proper chance
of doing it.
I don't believe our generation has had that chance.
To be fair, Cash Patel is our generation, and he's not doing anything to go.
And he's very unpopular right now.
By the time you're running things, you will have this problem too.
Do you think, I guess the difference then is, the way we look at it is, if the path that we are on is imminent death, which we all agree America is not on a right path, generally speaking, politically. If the path that we're on is imminent death for the country, and for us younger generations, you can call us left or whatever you want when we raise this stuff, but the levels of contention and resentment that I believe our generation on the right side of the aisle, we are way more contentious and resentful of our government than I think your generational conservatives and right-wing people were. Now, I don't know if it's going to...
What do you think about that, Adam?
I think it's true.
Daniel?
I agree with Adam.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think Owen's right about this. We do have a more baked-in resentment toward the government altogether, and boomers are still like, well, just trust the process.
Have any different results, but I feel like that's what we're just looking at, this monstrous system that is nothing but corruption, and we keep hearing why it has to continue. And our generation, both on the left and the right, maybe quite frankly, our generation is saying, just tear the whole thing down.
Yeah,
just tear the whole thing down before it goes on.
Well, there's an urgency to it for us, I think, because people saying, well, I'm not voting for the Republicans in the midterms because this has been so disappointing in the Iran war and everything. And, I see people online saying, oh, but we're moving the ball down the field. But, at least if we have Republicans, it's moving in our direction. And it's like, well, we're about to die. Like, the game's almost over. We can't just be moving the ball down the field. We've got to score touchdowns. So there's a certain lack of urgency, I feel like, and yet millennials, or maybe I'm not speaking for everybody, but I feel like, okay, if we don't get it done right now, Gavin Newsom's going to be president. We're all going to be in jail, and they're going to give backdoor, residency to everybody who came across.
The midterms go bad.
Okay.
We'll start going.
Well, the midterm, you got to watch the elections. You got to vote.
Oh, I feel like there was more nutritional value in that freeze-dried pizza than there is in this.
I know. But, I mean, the reality is, like, I'm bored with this. But it's because, I think personally, it's because I've had these conversations where it's like, you come up and we got to do something. There has to be something done. And it's like, well, just vote and wait for the midterms and then vote again. And then wait for the next presidential election and just hope it all gets better, and definitely don't vote blue because that's bad. Everyone's getting frustrated by all this.
It's the same argument all the time of like, you have two sides. You can only vote for the two sides. Well, if I'm going to vote for independent, but that's a waste of a vote. This is more important right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It does never matters. It's never going to change. If we keep voting for the lesser two evils, and it's still the same outcome. This is just insanity at this point. We're always expecting a different outcome, and it hasn't happened. I think it's time to make a different outcome happen.
Yeah. Go off. I'm telling you.
It's just frustrating to hearing the same argument. Oh, just go and vote. Just go and vote for the opposing. We're pushing the ball. We're slowly making a difference. No, we're not. It's the same. It's literally the same outcome.
You know what aggravates me about political commentators is they all do this. They all eventually, it comes down to, well, we got to vote harder and, get out the vote and all this. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, why? They rig it or they don't count the votes or whatever. Either way, you don't have a say. You are along for the ride as a little tax cattle. A tax cow. That's what you are. And that's not blackpilling. It just means you got to find something different to do. I mean, think about this, right? So, think about the amount of difference that just big podcasts have made in regards to the sea change that has been happening around the country. People now accept that things do not run as advertised, except for boomers. They still think it runs the same way. It's just the Democrats are all, the friggin' Democrats. And they'll watch Fox News until it's all over and they go up to that great casino in the sky. Meanwhile, down here, we're like, this ain't working. We got to do something. But I think that there's better ways to change the system. And I think, first and foremost, the democratization of information, podcasting, getting the message out, changing how people see things, change the background, and the whole scene changes. You know what I mean? Like, imagine, Adam, you weren't here, but we had a clip of Michael Rapaport.
What?
We did.
It's been a while.
I know. He was walking through Tel Aviv and bragging that they have sex shops on every corner and there are no sex shops in Gaza. And this is what freedom looks like. Talk about how a scene changes a thing, right? Because before he was just talking about how great Israel was from his hotel room. But because he's walking down a really trashy street and he's going, this is freedom, it changes how you see the entire country because that's the representation. My feeling is that the way to change things is to change people's minds because, as they say, the mind precedes all. And the problem between the boomers, or the difference between boomers and millennials, is how we think. Even though millennials are just baby boomers for the most part. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think psychologically, like the thing that I imagine boomers have a lot of frustration with is the classical millennial. I hate my parents.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of that with millennials.
Mm-hmm.
And psychologically, they just extend that to any authority figure, including the government. You know, baby boomers, like their parents were truly hardworking, crazy human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like they have the same disdain for their parents. They have more of a reverence. Which I think, is reflected in how they view the government as well. It's the authority figure, right? And boomers grew up with, I would say, generally speaking, stronger humans than what the millennials are growing up with.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because, like, the generation before the boomers, they were real badasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough to fill those shoes.
I agree.
Just from a psychological standpoint, that's the thing that I'm noticing in this is hatred for, like, you treat your parents the same way you treat the government, right?
Yeah. Well, look at how
no wonder the boomers call the millennials spoiled brats.
Right. Well, look at how they're looking at them, right? It's askance. It's sort of like a looking down. we are the ones in charge. And you see, even in the body language and in the way these younger guys are talking, you know, Alex Stein, Harrison Smith, and Shroyer, they're still like almost looking up. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like they're looking at those people like, we still have to convince you. Why can't you listen? We still have to convince you and change your mind. Why can't you listen? And the boomers are like, that's right. You need us to be convinced, and you won't convince us. And that's the frustration, is one side does maintain the power and the wealth and that sort of thing. And look at this shit. The whole time. You got the young guys on the left just begging to be heard, but they're still taking a subordinate position to these people just because of age. And that's fine. I understand. I understand respecting the elderly, the graybeards among us, etc. But there's coming a time when millennials are going to stop having to ask, or they're going to have to learn to stop asking for permission to hold their opinions. When they're going to stop having to justify themselves to their parents.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's coming up. Pretty soon the millennials are going to have enough youth still in them to do something revolutionary, to do something serious. They're going to have the energy to do it, and they're going to finally have the reins because these guys are going to be gone. And in the meantime, my feeling is they've got to get rid of, millennials as a whole have got to get rid of this need for approval from people that they are not only realizing, not only beginning to think, but fully realizing that they're dealing with flawed human beings. And I think that's why boomers and millennials have such a problem with each other, is millennials are trying to, again, ask boomers to see the flaws in their logic. And they just won't see it because all they see sitting across from them is a whiny, bitchy baby wondering where his matcha latte and avocado toast is. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's also an extension of the psychological element of it, because millennials, you know, this is something that you gain with age, and it's like the classic. It's like when you get old, you stop caring about what people think.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news, in a sense, is that millennials are getting older. And if they stop caring what people think, then maybe they can actually start to do some things that are useful.
Mm-hmm.
And you could argue it was the same story with the boomers, right? They had their revolution, you know, where they're like, we're taking back the country. We're the cool ones. We're the youth, blah, blah, blah. And then I don't know how effective it was, but, you know, it's all this is just generations. It's aging.
Yeah.
You know, the millennials are already cringe, but when they're old, like old,
yeah,
they're gonna be button heads with the same exact situation. Their generation doesn't know how to work, and we had to, you know, have 3 jobs and drive an Uber and blah 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 to get by. Now you just got it. So, you know, it's just an age thing.
You know, I think that's
really simplify it.
I think that's a pretty mature take on it. Daniel, your thoughts?
I'm in that same boat. Yeah, it's an age thing. It's never going to end with the well, back in my day we had to do this, and then the next group will be back in my day we had to do even more of this. It's like, all right, guys, when does it stop?
Well, should we cut to the chase and do the big one at the end? Is America first anti-Semitic?
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Adam came just in time to do another.
Hooray.
Sharia.
Do you think he's an anti-Semite?
I do.
You do?
He's becoming an anti-Semite.
I would totally agree with
Do you think we're anti-Semites?
I'm getting a little bit of a feel.
So this is why.
I'm not anti-Semitic. My grandfather's
Just
Jewish.
getting a little bit of a feel.
Yeah, of course you are. Just like a liberal would if we talked about race.
If you think that the Israelis are responsible for our foreign policy, they're driving it off the rails.
But you don't think they're influential in
an actual enemy?
I don't think they're an enemy, but I'm saying I think they're too influential in there.
I'm saying that I'm getting a feel.
Why is it anti-Semitic to criticize Israel's government?
I'm saying that what I feel is when it goes from criticizing what a government does to somehow generalizing that this is actually...
You have said way more Islamophobic things than anything we've said anti-Semitic.
Do you know what's not Islamophobic? It's pointing out the...
Are you disagreeing with the fact that I just laid out?
I'm disagreeing with the fact that you've just accused me of being Islamophobic.
I think your statements dictate that.
Islamophobia is an unreasoned fear.
Yeah.
And there's nothing unreasoned about the concern I have about Sharia and what it's going to do.
And there's nothing unreasoned about the concerns we have about Israel.
Well, I think it is.
What is it?
Because I think what I'm reading is you believe the Israelis are actually hostile to our country.
Yes.
And are trying to do harm to it.
They
I
are.
disagree with that.
At the very least, they're subverting our own interests.
No,
Can you give example?
The war in Iran.
The war in Iran, I believe, was something that was long overdue because that was a mortal threat to this country.
Did you see it, Adam? Adam, did you see it? Did you see it?
Did I see what?
Look at his eyes.
The war in Iran, I believe.
You see it?
The haze?
Yes, the glimmer. Look at. Just look. I'll mute it. You got it? You know that look. You and I have seen that look. That's the dazzle.
Is this? I wonder if this guy is a churchgoer.
What's his name? Gaffney. You want to look him up?
Frank Gaffney.
Yeah, look him up. I'm gonna let this go. Look up Frank Gaffney. See what you can find for us.
Was long overdue because that was a mortal threat to this country.
They can't hit. They don't have weapons that can actually attack America.
I really wish that we had time
Frank,
for me
real
to
quick.
do
Launch
this.
weapons.
Frank, we're currently in a war with them, and they can't attack.
Did you find anything?
Quite a bit.
Does he have a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
All right. What are his titles and early life?
1953, hold on, early life, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to Virginia Gaffney and Frank J. Gaffney. His father was a classical music aficionado and owned a longtime partner of a law firm. Gaffney's grandfather, Joseph, Catholic.
How did he become is he a Protestant?
He was afraid of Catholics. Wait, no, his grandfather was. He said,
okay.
Catholics are gaining control of American institutions while rewriting the nation's history. That sounds familiar.
Ugh.
Award, Zionist Organization of America.
Got it. Okay. That's good enough. All right. So he's a Zionist. All right. So that explains the dazzle.
Got it.
The glimmer in the eyes.
So how could they?
Look at how he keeps talking. He can keep talking because he's not engaging. He's just repeating things that he saw on the screen. This is what's so frustrating.
That can actually attack America.
I really wish that we had time
Frank,
for me to do this.
Frank, we're currently in a war with them and they can't attack us. So how could they attack us? We're in a war with them and they literally can't attack us.
We are on borrowed time, my friend.
Okay, well, once again, we're debating hypotheticals.
No,
I'm saying we are currently engaged with a conflict with them and they can't attack us here in America, Frank.
Assassination squads that are here in this country right now with the target on Donald Trump's back.
Then why would we start a war with them before we handled that?
The genesis.
That felt like a cut. That was definitely a cut.
That was 100% a cut.
Maybe they cut out Gaffney charging across the stage and trying to strangle Alex Stein. I don't know, man. We're overtime. Any final thoughts on this from anybody?
Yeah. Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
It's really what this is. It's the same thing.
Oh yeah. Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like to read a little more of his Wikipedia page, but I just closed it. Yeah, if you really had to break down what's going on here, it's generational differences because each generation has had different programming. And the boomer generation had their little revolution. Then they got Jesus, and they got the program. It's why, you see the haze in the eyes when this topic is brought up, is because we can't talk about it because it's so taboo and so special. It ought not be questioned. And I think when you spend your life in a church that idolizes a certain group of people, even if it does like talk about their mistakes and flaws and things that God punished them for and all that, you're taught not to question certain people with certain names. It's like my Protestant upbringing. I still feel a little flicker of terror when I just say the word Jew, because there's a lot of baggage, and you better be really careful where you take that what word you put after that word. Either if you're going to offend Jewish people, or you're going to offend your Protestant church, or you're going to get yourself into hot water with anti-Semitism. There's, it's a lot like what they've done with African Americans. It's like there's certain, if you're going to talk about it, there's a certain syntax and lingo that you need to use in order to stay safe, and ultimately it ends where you can't say anything at all.
Right. Which brings us actually back to an article we were reading before you got on from the Huffington Post about the R word. They're so upset that people are using the R word again. But when you control language like that, you actually control how people think and what they can think. Because if they can't say what they see and they can't express what they feel, they get stuck in a box.
I think that's kind of what happens when you're dealing with a population that doesn't believe magic is real.
Oh, yeah.
Or they have a vision of it where it's Harry Potter and magic spells and, bright, flashy lights. And it's like, no, magic is real. It's just a lot more boring and slow than you think it is. Therefore, you don't want to believe in it. You don't want to believe that people could have subtle powers over you, but they do. And there are people in the world who really do know how to use that, and you have no clue that it's happening.
Yeah. Subtle's the right word. It's amazing because here are two groups of people on the stage who are so, and I like all these guys. All three of these guys, I like them. I don't agree with everything they say, and I actually don't listen to any of them. But I like what they're up to. And Alex Stein, I first remember listening to him on Sam Tripoli. And he was great because he had this idea of culture jamming by just saying the most outrageous things he could think of to like public figures and going out there and just saying things to jam people up so they couldn't think because he was trying to interrupt their programming. And I know it's just killing him to sit on this stage across from these guys, watching them just, it's like talking to three televisions. They ain't listening. They can't hear you. All they can do is run their scripts.
It's like talking to a Scientologist in a sense, or like any kind of member of a cult who has all these little barriers set up in their minds where it's not that they don't, well, it's hard to say. It's beyond like not caring what you have to say. It's the fact that you're saying anything at all that puts you in an oblivion, a vortex of damnation that you will never see the end of. I think that's the problem, is we can't have mature conversations about the real world because we're too busy throwing people into SP jail, suppressive persons jail.
Yes. Yes. What we're seeing here when I say the dazzle, when I see the glimmer in this guy's eye, it's like there's got to be like a movie or something I can compare this to.
Look up Scientologists harassing people in airports or chasing down squirrels. You see the same thing. Just dead eyes while they scream in your face.
Yeah, they have to squirrel busters.
Yep.
We've looked at these guys before. You can't really see it because this dude's wearing sunglasses. Maybe there's another video. Well, okay, maybe we can glean something just from this without seeing the eyes.
You're burying yourself. Come on, Marty. Got anything to say? You can't even defend yourself on this, can you?
What's your name?
I gave you my name, Marty.
What's your name?
Marty, I gave you my name. Now let's go take a look at a folder.
What's your name?
Why don't you answer his question?
Marty, let's take a look at a folder.
What's your name?
Marty, let's take a look at a folder. You can't touch him, Marty.
What's your name?
Come on, Marty. Go get me your meter. You're squirreling, and we would like to
What's
see
your
that
name,
bring to an
please? You guys don't identify yourselves?
I identified myself when you opened the door,
I'm going to
Marty.
ask you to leave.
We'll be glad to leave, Marty, but we would like to interview you. Why don't you come downstairs and we'll interview you?
Yeah.
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 It's a prison.
Yeah, it's a prison.
And they put you there, but you also put yourself there.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right.
And again, I've said it before. We are all 100% capable of falling into this trap. Whether it's Scientology, Zionism, or video game console wars.
Yep.
Sports teams, even.
God, I love it here.
It's great to be stupid.
I love democracy.
Oh my God. Get rid of all this donation crap. We got to wrap up. It's late. I've kept you all too long. Adam, you were just a bonus guest this time.
Yep. I didn't expect to stick around, but that was an interesting clip there.
Yeah. I might have to go back and listen to more of that. I mean, I honestly expected getting into that we would have, there would be more like zingers right out of the gate, you know?
You might be able to find a highlights reel.
I did look. I actually did look, but no one made one because I think probably everyone
cared.
Everyone's just about as bored as I was for most of it. But it is interesting that several of the longest segments in the whole thing are about Israel and Zionism. And I think that is to put it lightly, that is a linchpin for a lot of danger. For a lot
That's why everybody ends up there when they go down the rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Not because it's the meaning of everything, but it's the last rock you haven't turned over.
Yep. And we've talked about that many times. There's something about freedom where you actually have to just break the freaking rules and talk about and think about the things you're not supposed to talk about or think about. That's how to, I mean, that's the way to get out of some form of hypnosis. What you do after, though, that's the part that I don't know if millennials are cut out to do. It's to be constructive after being destructive, after tearing this whole thing down, is a lot harder. And I'm just not sure they have the answers yet.
Well, whenever I think about breaking rules, I think of the Truman Show. And how does he start? He walks different directions and he gets to the point of swatting a janitor on the ass with a briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you got to test the waters, slowly work your way up.
It's been another awesome show, everybody. We're glad you came and joined us here on this show, this episode of the Clowntown Chronicle. Daniel, we're so glad to have you back. Oh my gosh, did we miss you? And I'm glad I wasn't the only one back. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who had to eat rotten freeze-dried pizza.
Oh God, never again. Never again with the freeze-dried stuff. I don't trust it anymore.
No. Well, anyway, Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Remember to buy Sport Drink with the discount code CTC. You can donate to the show everything that you want. All of your dreams will come true if you just follow the links in the description. If you can't help us out with your money, help us out with your thumbs. Hit the like button and type a comment down below. Are you here to watch? It's time to prove it. Get busy, everybody, because the boomers aren't going to give it up so easy. Have a great week, everybody.
The circus will go on as long as we're around. The clowns have packed up their cars and they're all turned around. For now we must be on our way till our meeting next far away. It's so nice to talk with you. We'll miss you. But we'll see you next Monday.
They're all dead, you dumb son of a bitch! What the fuck?
Episode 1, me in a closet, talking to a houseplant, 'cause it's all I've got. Mic on a shoebox, chair from the curb, I say roll the ad, but then English word. If we had no donors, no patrons at all, we'd mime the episodes on a strip mall wall. Every soundboard effect is just a dial-up tone, and the credits just say, made by me all alone. So here's to the legends who keep this thing strange. You upgraded our closet to a room and some change, 'cause life's pretty grim in the bargain bin zone. But with you weird heroes, we are slightly less alone.
What? Y'all clowns still talking.